So what a sight this is. Another edition of this proud competition, just seemingly bigger and better still. Faces, of course, have come and gone, but some things never change. Those first day feelings, new hopes, new expectations, and the belief that maybe, just maybe, this time it will be your turn. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. Things already rolling. This easily the most keenly anticipated of today's games.
There's Lamine Yamal, Peter, the latest Spanish superstar. I'd like to see him get a lot of freedom on that right wing.
And is that his best position?
I'd say so, Peter. With him being left-footed, he can cut inside, but he's such an all-round threat.
Ferran Torres! Oh, he's been caught napping. Gonzalez. Driving on and making good progress. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Camavinga. And this is Griezmann. Dembele! Ferran Torres. Camavinga. And it's Vieira. Llorente. And it's Pedri. And it's made its way to him. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And this is Griezmann. It's Griezmann! Oh, the ball's come loose here. Oh, what has happened here? Riquelme did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
He has found the way through. Pedri. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Takes the shot! And it's Gonzalez. Oh, he's having a go! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
0-0 still. No lack of chances, though.
Well, it's certainly not a drab affair, Peter. It's had its moments.
And here's Griezmann. Dembele! Just a tiny bit high.
He's not happy, and you'd expect that, but at least there's plenty of appreciation for what was a genuinely fine effort.
Llorente. Yamal. Rodri. And here's Raul. He's going for goal! Conte. France do have a chance to counter here. Now it's Mbappe. Pau Kubasi did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Griezmann. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Oh, this is a great... Can he finish? Goal, France! That is a super smooth goal, beautiful manoeuvring of the ball and splendid authority in the finish.
Speed of thought, speed of action. That's another really clever finish.
The first breakthrough.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the
Shot at goal! Again, a brilliant save.
Pedri really can't believe it. Foiled by the keeper again.
Spain with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. And now they can spring out of defence. Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. And it's Camavinga. Knocks it out wide. He's got away. Brilliantly cut out.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
And he's lost his man here. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Llorente. Here's Rodri. Gonzalez. Tries one from range. Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Look, they seem set on a tactic that's not really yielding any results. You'd imagine they're targeting a weakness, but they look a weakness themselves.
Raul going about things with real menace. And here's Yamal. Llorente. Cross needs to be good. Easy enough for the goalkeeper. And that brings the first half to a close. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. Spain go in at half-time with a game to chase.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
Well, it has been confrontational, combative, competitive, everything you'd expect from Derby Day. Well, that just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon. So off we go again.
It's not easy being down in situations like this. I know it's an overused term, but you really have to play with courage. Be brave, and let's see where it gets you. You might just get lucky because of it.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. France are a team that's fond of the low block. They sure defend in numbers.
Yeah, the whole point being to go back to front as quickly as possible, Peter. Of course, once the ball has been won.
Yeah, balls over the top, long diagonals, that's the plan. Pedri. Ferran Torres. Ferran Torres going face-to-face with his great rival. Rodri. Oh, good-looking ball. Now it's Raul. Played into space. Lovely ball. Can he finish? There's a goal! Such thrill, such noise, and how this matters. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce, and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
Well, this is to be expected.
Ferran Torres! In he goes again! Oh, he's been caught on it here. And another try! It's loose now and they want to get it back. This time, surely! Goal, Spain! And the comeback is complete. Not so much sophistication as doggedness and sheer bloody-mindedness.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
And he cuts out the supply. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Ribéry, and here's Mbappe. Oh, that's fabulous.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
This is a really front-footed approach.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Oh, he's defended very well against those tricky feet. Spain have kept their powder dry on the substitution front so far. Could that be about to change?
Well, you would hope for some movement off the bench, Peter, knowing you get an extra sub in extra time.
He's come in hard. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Back where it came from. Gonzalez producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. He's through here. Mignon claims comfortably. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
That is good alertness. Nico Gonzalez. Raul will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Raul receives it in a wide position. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? And here's Yamal. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Raul getting forward. France are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? He's picked his way through. Chance! That's going to go a long way. And that could have brought them level.
Oh, what a chance. It looked to me like he just changed his mind at the last second there.
And that was very necessary. Can he get on the end of this? Riquelme.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Howson is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. I think we're just about done here. Oh, good spread. Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. No way through. Now it's Raul. So just one extra minute for stoppages. Cherki. Dembele. France could have here their final chance. The message is simple: defend this with your lives. And that has been cleared. Nice control. So that's it. It is all over. They needed to win, and they have won. It is a triumph. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
From the manager's perspective, Peter, I don't think he could have asked for much more. We're certainly result-wise. This is a game they wanted to win for so many reasons, and his players did a sterling job carrying out the instructions. Thoroughly enjoyable.
My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening. Hello and welcome to everybody. It's an absolute thrill to welcome you to this day one clash. And no day, of course, engenders hope or optimism more than this one. Optimism which could dissipate at a rate most alarming or last all the way to the latter stages. We shall see. Have a look at this. It is what you anticipate here these days in London North 7, an undulating red and white wave, an Arsenal wave which envelops the team. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. Trossard gets the nod here. Anything we should note about him, Jim?
Well, it's a very...
Rashford! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. And he's heaved it away, showing good feet. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. He's picked his way through. No way through, so back it comes. And a chance! And he has produced there the crispest of hits.
Well, I think he's surprised himself how he managed not to hit the target then. He seemed to believe it was going in.
He's got away. Rodri. Nicely weighted ball. And he's picked it up out wide. The ball goes in. He leaps for it. Oh, the ball's run loose here. Nunes. And he's managed to get free. And he's gone backward here. Takes a shot! Well, now it's a race for the ball.
Manchester definitely are on top of things in these early stages, Peter. If this is how they intend to go on, I think the opposition might see some trouble.
Pass somewhat off target. De Bruyne. Quarter of an hour played. Oh, that's fabulous. De Bruyne. And De Bruyne! They want to be quick to recover this. Nunes. He's being urged to shoot. And it's Rodri. He's having a hit! Sharp and fitting, but not quite.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite. The pummeled attempt was exasperating.
Rashford. That's put paid to the danger. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Your impression so far, Jim?
Manchester have definitely started much the stronger. They're far more creative.
Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Shevchenko. Chance, surely! It's in! And we have liftoff!
Look, that was a technical interaction of great football. That has gone down a treat.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
Well, that's changed the mood entirely, as you'd expect, Peter. It'll be fascinating now to see what kind of reaction it will cause.
Merino. And reclaimed it in a trice. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Mikel Merino tries to clear. And that has left him in a heap. He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, that's an excellent interception. Silvestre. De Bruyne. Rashford. Now De Bruyne. Nico Gonzalez. Now it's Rashford. Always onto this. Now this could be a chance. Can he finish? It's gone in, and it is an own goal.
That can happen to anyone. It's truly, truly unlucky for him, but it's just the way it is.
So one moment's crazy confusion, but they all count.
Look, often chances are hard to come by in these games, so just one mistake could be all it takes to make the difference.
Madweke. No, he's not getting past him there. And here's Saka. He's found a way through. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Good read, needed to be. Rodri. Merino! That had everyone off their seats.
Oh, he just got it ever so slightly wrong, Peter. There wasn't much in that at all.
Silvestre. De Bruyne. This is a promising build-up. Plays a sharp little ball here. And he's found a way past. And he shoots! And it's there! And with that, it is pretty much a done deal. And that really is so impressive. And that's it. My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. Well, we're on the way.
Well, this 4-4-2 formation is often used in the modern era defensively, but it used to be the gold standard of formations a generation or so ago, Peter, and it does allow the fullbacks to play a key role in attack.
Yeah, they offer decent chance! Goal! Barcelona! An extraordinary start! Breakthrough in next to no time!
And it looks like we're going to get the entertainment we were all hoping for.
A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare.
And he shoots! It's a goal! And once more, we are all square. You score, we score.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly.
And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. That's good pressing, squeezing the play. Rodri. Hakimi. And it's Hakimi. Tonali producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Bale. Danny Olmo. And that's a It's Bale! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Now it's Ferran Torres. Now it's Yamal. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Just about midway through the first half, and it has been an engaging watch. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
He's on it. Can he get away? He's found a way through. There's the shot! Oh, he's been caught napping.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks. He has saved the goalkeeper's blushes there. What great defending.
Driving through the middle. Well, now it's a race for the ball. Cristiano Ronaldo. And the counter is on. Now it's Doué. And this is Ronaldo. Now it's Bale. Cristiano Ronaldo! Goal! Santos! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
Nice interception. His positioning was spot on.
Barcelona really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Rodri. And here's Pedri. And here's Ferran Torres. Tries to pass it. Goes for a shot! Goal! And the lead lost no time at all.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
That was a given. It always was.
Some great movement here, and the pass was perfect. All he had to do was just apply the finishing touch.
Barcelona dragged themselves back again.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response.
Threads one in. He slid in, and that has raised the temperature on the touchline. And we have our very first corner. They've played it short. It's Bale! And he has kept it out somehow.
Bale is offering a wry smile there.
Riquelme. Nico Gonzalez. Riquelme looking to receive it in space. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Rodri. Nico Gonzalez. And here's Ferran Torres. Ferran Torres! Goal! Barcelona! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
Well, that's great disguise he got on that finish too. Just toying with the defence, making them guess the wrong thing to do. Made him look a bit silly, Peter.
Barcelona have their lead.
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on? Or even better, can they get another?
Oh, such a clever touch. And he's managed to get free. Nice interception, well timed. And the referee says that is that for the first half. Barcelona have done it in good style. Forced to come from behind, they find themselves in front at half-time, which is, for them, more or less ideal. And we are up to the break.
Well, I can tell you it's been an absolutely fantastic watch, Peter. I wish I could come here every week. It's been wonderfully open, wonderfully tense, and beautifully unpredictable now.
Barcelona up by the odd goal in a 5-goal thriller. The score at the interval, 3-2. And we are back underway. Picked out brilliantly. It's a loose ball. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Real chance! And there's a goal! And with that, he takes home the match ball. How very smart. He just got it right.
And his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay they've been working on in training, and it came off beautifully.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
Well, you had to fancy him, Peter. He seems to be growing in stature with every goal.
Barcelona now in a position far more desirable.
Well, everything is going to plan, Peter. A day for a regular managerial heartbeat, at least for one. That dugout has had some relief, at least, but now the harder work starts. They've got to push for more.
Schlotterbeck simply refused to be outdone there. Schlotterbeck, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Great ball, and he's in here! Nico Gonzalez. Pedri. Raul. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Yeah, he's fouled him there. Pedri. And here's Ferran Torres. Spread out to the left. Well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Doué, Bale. And it's Mendes. Nicely weighted ball. Just eases him off the ball. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Oh, good take in a good area. Can he finish? Well, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
Oh, he's done so well then. Almost the perfect link-up. There was a split second there for the perfect finish too. Shame he didn't take it.
Look at the space here. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Nico Gonzalez. Raul, who needs just a moment to score a goal.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Nuno Mendes. And here's Yamal. Oh, now he can run away with it. Oh, important interception. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. That's a pretty loose pass. Oh, well measured. And this is Bale. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Nicely spread. Oh, it's a... And a shot! Played out towards the right wing. Pedri. He's picked his way through. Yamal. Mendes did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Oh, they can break here. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. Great chance! And no mistake. Back to within one. Interesting. And that really is so impressive.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. Santos now just... He's having a shot! And that's a sharp finish. 2 ahead, late in the day, game over surely.
Lamine Yamal really played that return ball to perfection there, Peter. He knew the exchange was on and he put it on a plate for his teammate. That was just gorgeous.
He's got 4. That is remarkable. So is that the decisive goal? Not much in the way of time remaining.
Well, that's a really bitter blow. I think it's going to be very hard for them to find the character to respond from that.
Doué. Pedri. Nico Gonzalez. Dani Olmo. And the ball's come loose here. Pedri. Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. Gets a good foot in there. And that is that. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic game from those players. What unity, what joy. That was so very... So bring fabulous show of the new look Camp Nou at its best. And we're underway. Well, now here is a young man who really does seem to have the whole world at his feet. Lamine Yamal, a player of barely matched potential and indeed of barely matched expectation.
And the inevitable comparisons that go along with that, Peter.
And are those comparisons justified?
Well, from what I've seen of him so far, very much so. There's
takes a shot! Goal! Barcelona! Well, how's that for a class finish?
Well, that's great disguise he got on that finish too. Just toying with the defence, making them guess the wrong thing to do. Made him look a bit silly, Peter.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Knocks it into space. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Yamal has the space to scheme. Oh, sweet feet. Judge, surely! And that's a tidy finish. They have heard the starter's pistol and come racing out of the blocks. And that was as close to certain as can be.
And his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay they've been working on in training, and it came off beautifully.
Barcelona are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. Yamal. Quarter of an hour played. Now that looks a decent ball. He's got away. Yamal. And he was quick to react. That's good pressing, squeezing the play. Akanji. Passing is crisp and sharp. Yamal will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Bardiol did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. And Burmo. Hakimi. Yamal looking to add to his goal. It'll be a throw-in. Pacho. Nico Gonzalez. Koeman. Showing great feet there. Looking for the run. Ferran Torres. Yamal. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Nico Gonzalez. Raul is having a shot! Just cruising! They are cruising! With fun and fury, they continue to do their thing. And that's it. And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. Things already rolling. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Yeah, I'm Eric Laporte. He's a centre-back who's one of the best in the business when it comes to playing out from defence. He can spark quick counter-attacks or put his foot on the ball and retain it when a breather is needed. He's a very solid defender too. And opposition forwards, they're not going to get much change out of this guy.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. Nico Gonzalez. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Played up towards the front line. Rodri. Raul. Here's Nico Gonzalez. And here's Ferran Torres. Oh, that's a key interception. And he's there to clear it.
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. Okay, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
And here's Yamal. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. What a start. Free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes. And there's not much doubt that this will be played into the penalty area. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. That is good strength. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And the counter is on. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Mbappe. Now it's Shevchenko. Mbappe. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And this is Raul. He has found the way through. He's come in hard. Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Can he get on the end of this? And he's managed to get rid. And it's Gonzalez. Still goalless at the moment. Oh, they can break here. Now it's Shevchenko. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Pinches it off him. Now it's Yamal. Some good work on the right flank here. Raul. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Schneider.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
That has been slung wide. Strokes it back.
They're really getting no time to think on the ball here.
Yamal. Oh, strongly challenged there. Mbappe. He is through here. In towards the back stick. Pedri. Yamal. Nicely weighted ball. Oh, played through for the wide man. Showing good feet. Schneider. And this is Shevchenko. Well, I'm not sure how the stats look in terms of expected goals, but nothing actual has materialised so far. And here's Yamal. Schneider into the final 5 minutes of the first half. Back where it came from. Oh, Ferran Torres! And we have our very first corner. Yamal goes short. And now a sudden chance to counter. Rodri, over to the right flank, looking for the run. Space for him to turn and look. Ball comes in.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And here's Ferran Torres. Ferran Torres ploughing through the... And the referee has blown for half-time. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, I think from the manager's viewpoint, Peter, he'll be demanding more from his team during the break, but he'll at least be happy at the way they've contained the opposition so far.
So, no breakthrough from either side, 0-0 after 45 minutes of action. The second half is up and running.
Spain clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
Oh, Super Bowl! Real chance! He's got a goal! Barely into the second half, and already it is heating up. Well, it's taken a big deflection, but boy, he will want that one. Spain are in front now, the game's only goal.
Well, it looks like a bit of half-time encouragement was all that was needed, because we have a very different...
Oh, shooting chance! It's in! They're level in a trice!
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
Simplicity itself.
Again, that's terrific movement, Peter, and an even better pass. It's beautifully played.
So they have it all to do again.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Now this could be a chance. Yamal! Goal, Spain! And they're back in front.
Yeah, a fantastic run and a fantastic pass to play him in. Both needed to be timed to perfection, and they were.
Spain leading now. Santos are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
And it's Gonzalez. Rodri. Now it's Raul. Nice bit of skill, and he's away. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Shock shapes to shoot! And yes, it's there! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Santos are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal. And it
Shot a goal! Goal, Spain! And they've got their lead back.
Yeah, and he did well not to stray offside there as well, Peter. He just seemed to instinctively know when the ball was going to be delivered, and he got it right.
Tries one from range, and it's in. A 2-goal lead, and they're firmly in control.
The skill and the confidence was just brilliant, and he showed both a quick head and even quicker feet.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Schneider plays it short. In towards the back stick. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. Spain are looking to go forward now. Searching pass he's played there. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Beckenbauer. And here's Shevchenko. Mbappe. That's put pay to the danger. This their second corner of the game. Howson with the clearance. Spain have the chance to go the other way. Played into space. Can he latch onto this? Now it's Yamal. He is just caressing the ball. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Shevchenko. Raul. Pedri. Oh, perfectly measured that. He's shifting through the gears here. Forced to go back. Pedri will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Lovely bit of skill. Crunching tackle. That is lovely. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be.
He just needed to be quicker then. This defence won't give you time to second-guess yourself.
Driving forward, takes on his marker. Rijkaard did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Tries to pass it through, and he's managed to get free. In with the challenge. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Decent chance! Goal! Drama at the death! Is there time for one more twist? A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those areas are very punishable.
And that means just chance! Rijkaard. And here's Ferran Torres. And here's Yamal. Yamal driving forwards. He's been taken down and the referee has pointed at the spot. Spain, with the clock ticking away, have a chance to change the whole picture. Diogo Costa to save this spot kick and his team. Calm as you like, and they're running away with it. Not much more than a formality.
Played a game of double bluff here, I think.
And there was his third. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Spain are enjoying their moments of collective uplift. A win achieved with efficiency and certainty, as we've come to expect from them. Ferran Torres collecting the match ball, and it is his. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
I think we just saw a team